really wanted to find out who my father was, and for the case not to go how I was planning it, I really thought it was going to go different than.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
Imagine this, a world-famous music mogul, a legal battle that's lasted over a decade, and explosive allegations that refuse to fade into the background. That's the story of Jay-Z and Rymir Satterthwaite, the man who has spent years fighting to prove that the rapper is his father. But this isn't just a matter of paternity, oh no. This story has layers of intrigue, whispers of cover-ups, and a mother's tragic struggle for accountability. And now, with Jay-Z's name embroiled in a separate shocking lawsuit, the saga has taken an even more dramatic turn. So buckle up, because this is the kind of tale that leaves no stone unturned and no reputation unscathed.
I would hope he would think about it and this would be in his mind, but I wouldn't actually know what another person is feeling.
Let's rewind to where it all began, 1992. According to Rymir's late mother, Wanda, she met a young Sean Carter before the world knew him as Jay-Z. Wanda, only a teenager at the time, claimed she had a brief encounter with him in Brooklyn, New York. She later confided to her son that they had used protection, but it failed and she became pregnant. At the time, Wanda was in an on-again, off-again relationship with her high school sweetheart, Robert Graves, who was initially listed as Rymir's father on his birth certificate. However, years later, a DNA test would rule Robert out, leaving Wanda convinced that Jay-Z was the only possible father. For Rymir, the truth about his parentage didn't become a pressing issue until he was around 8 years old. That's when Wanda first told him that Jay-Z might be his father. But despite her belief and later attempts to involve the courts, Jay-Z has never taken a paternity test to confirm or deny the claims. And let's be honest, if the rapper is so confident that the allegations are baseless, would it be easier just to take the test and put this matter to rest? Instead, his refusal has only fueled speculation, and every legal twist in turn has added more fuel to the fire.
Be something I really would want to find out because, in the future.
It wasn't until 2010 that Wanda officially took the matter to court, filing a civil lawsuit to seek child support from Jay-Z. However, the case was dismissed on a technicality: it had been filed in the wrong state. Wanda never resubmitted, and without resolution, the court conflict appeared to reach an impasse. But Rymir, now an adult, wasn't about to let the story end there. Determined to uncover the truth, he picked up where his mother left off, launching his own legal crusade to get Jay-Z to take a DNA test.
Got in there. So at what age then did you start to question, who your parents could be?
Well, I wouldn't say I started to question it, but I said around like 7, maybe 6. And I think it started at 6. And my mom was just telling me that my father wasn't my father. But as a kid, I really didn't look.
The legal drama that followed was nothing short of Hollywood-worthy. According to Rymir, Jay-Z's legal team has gone to extraordinary lengths to avoid answering the paternity question. He alleges that lawyers have used every loophole, technicality, and delay tactic in the book to prevent him from getting his day in court. And let's not forget the claims of fraud and misconduct that Rymir and his team have leveled against the court system itself. They say the deck has been stacked against them from the start, with judges and lawyers allegedly colluding to protect the rapper.
I was a kid and I honestly didn't know what she was talking about. But, I did hear her, as I got older, 7, 8, 9, 10, and she continued with the same story. My mom wasn't crazy. She gave us everything. She would give if you say give your life up for your kids right now, it wouldn't take a second for her to give her life up. She was just a lovely person, like everyone who knew my mom.
One of the most damning accusations came from Rymir's legal guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, who has been by his side throughout this ordeal. She claims that Jay-Z's legal team knowingly made false statements in court, including denying the rapper's connections to properties in New Jersey, a key point in determining jurisdiction for the case. Public records, however, tell a different story, linking Jay-Z to multiple properties in the state. If these allegations of legal fraud are true, it raises serious questions about the lengths to which the rapper's team has gone to avoid a simple paternity test.
I got older and my mom just continued to say the same thing, and she never changed the name. She always was staying with the same name. I'm like, well, Mom, why? Like, as I got to 16, 17, I'm like, Mom, you've been saying this since I was a kid. So it's like, now my mom never lied to me, so why not?
But why all the resistance? What is Jay-Z so desperate to hide? Rymir and his supporters believe the answer lies in the timeline. If Wanda's account is accurate, she was underage when she became pregnant, which could open up a whole new can of legal and moral worms for Jay-Z. For Rymir, though, this fight isn't about revenge or money. He's made it clear that he doesn't want a dime from the music mogul, he just wants clarity about his identity. If you're telling the truth, Rymir has said in interviews, then why is your first answer whenever you're asked to take a paternity test no? The emotional toll of this battle has been staggering. Wanda passed away in 2019, but she never wavered in her belief that Jay-Z was Rymer's father. Her demise added a somber weight to the ongoing legal fight, with some even speculating that the stress of the situation contributed to her declining health. While no one can say for sure, it's clear that this saga has left lasting scars on everyone involved.
This is not just about me. If I gotta fight for all of us, I will, but I won't let the court systems just walk over me. I won't let Jay-Z, and I won't let no one just walk over me and tell me something because y'all just saying this. I want the truth. And if we can't go to the Supreme Courts, the regular courts, to find out the truth, what are they here for?
Yeah, all right. We'll get to the legal things that you've been through, the battles.
And let's talk about the uncanny resemblance between Jay-Z and Rymir for a moment. Side-by-side photos of the two have gone viral on social media, with many pointing out their strikingly similar features. Of course, physical resemblance alone isn't proof of parentage, but it's enough to keep the rumors swirling. For Rymir, though, this isn't about looking like a celebrity. It's about getting the answers he's been seeking for most of his life.
Basically, my mom was at a show, and she was with a friend. And y'all know, I guess her friend stayed to, after the show, he was doing little signings and little autographs and stuff like that. I guess he wasn't too big, but I guess females, when the show's over, you can sign little autographs and stuff like that, talk to the people who perform. She said she went up there.
In a recent interview, Rymir opened up about how the legal battle has impacted him. He recalled moments of feeling defeated, like when he was denied a fair hearing in court, or when he felt the system was rigged against him. Despite these setbacks, he's remained steadfast in his pursuit of the truth. And his frustrations with Jay-Z's tactics are evident. He's supposed to be a positive role model for our community, Rymir said. He stands there screaming about justice and accountability, but he won't even do the right thing in his own life. It's hypocritical. The most recent chapter of this saga unfolded when Rymir took his case to the Supreme Court, hoping to unseal court records and force Jay-Z to finally take a DNA test. While the court initially rejected his petition, citing jurisdictional issues, the case was later refiled in the appellate division of the New Jersey Superior Court. It's a long shot, but Rymir remains hopeful. He's called on the judges involved to set aside biases and do what's right, even if it means going up against one of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry.
Never got anything, so why wouldn't I believe my mom? We could have been settled this, and it only takes a conversation and some words. I'm not a hateful guy. I don't hate anyone. I'm not after nobody. I'm not trying to see no one downfall. But this is just some things that just went through court, and they just expected me to just sit there and just take what they were saying. I can't.
And just when you thought this story couldn't get any more dramatic, Jay-Z's name was recently tied to another high-profile legal case involving shocking allegations. For Rymir, the timing couldn't be more significant. He sees parallels between his own fight for justice and the new accusations that have surfaced. In his eyes, this is about more than just paternity. It's about holding powerful people accountable and exposing the truth, no matter how long it takes.
I don't have no felonies. I'm not crazy or none of that. It's like, I just want the truth, and it's so hard to get it from the courts. And it seems like Jay-Z don't want to say anything. So, I don't want to see him go down for something that you could have just got taken care of. That's it.
Rymir's godmother, Dr. Lily Coley, also weighed in recently, expressing her disappointment with the legal system and the toll this battle has taken on her family. In a heartfelt statement, she said, "This isn't just about Rymir. It's about the rights of every individual to have their voice heard, regardless of who they're up against. The system is supposed to protect people, not silence them." She also paid tribute to Wanda, calling her a fighter who never gave up on seeking justice for her son. "Let us not forget her name," Lily said. "Wanda Satterthwaite deserves to be remembered for her courage and resilience." As the legal battle rages on, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. The stakes are higher than ever, and the spotlight on Jay-Z's personal life shows no signs of dimming. For Rymir, this isn't just a fight for closure, it's a fight for his mother's legacy and his own sense of identity. And as more details come to light, the world will be watching to see if the truth finally gets its moment in the sun.
Ain't nobody around to tell them what to do, and they just get to act a fool. Free Beyonce.
But this isn't just a story about one man's quest for answers. It's a story about power, influence, and the lengths people will go to protect their reputations. And when you throw in whispers of broader scandals, unexpected alliances, and a tangled web of legal maneuvers, the drama only deepens. So what's next? Will Jay-Z finally take the test, or will this legal saga drag on for years to come? And how does this case tie into the even bigger controversy swirling around the rapper and his connections? And if you thought Jay-Z's alleged paternity scandal was messy, just wait, because things only get darker as we look at the web of rumors, allegations, and accusations surrounding his longtime friendship with Sean Diddy Combs. These two men, once celebrated as icons of success and power in the music world, are now finding themselves at the center of some of the most shocking claims in recent memory. From whispers about their infamous parties to allegations involving shadowy connections and questionable incidents, the question looms, is there more to this story than meets the eye?
As far as, is he going to turn people in? Is he going to cooperate? If the federal government wants him to cooperate and they're going to cut his time, because right now he's looking at 15 to life. With all the charges he had to, he won't get out till 70 years old. He about 70. That's when they start talking about letting him come to a halfway house.
Let's start with the so-called white parties Diddy used to host, events that were the stuff of legend in the late 1990s and early 2000s. These gatherings, held at Diddy's opulent mansions in places like East Hampton, were attended by some of the biggest names in entertainment. Think A-list actors, chart-topping musicians, and even high-profile business moguls. On the surface, these parties were all about glitz and glamour, designer outfits sparkling, and music pulsing into the night. But behind the scenes, rumors suggest something much darker may have been happening. Diddy's former publicist once described these events as anything goes, with attendees given access to exclusive areas for the VIPs. And while many celebrities have been linked to these parties, names like Justin Bieber, Mariah Carey, and even Leonardo DiCaprio, there's been no indication that they were aware of or involved in any wrongdoing. However, the lore surrounding these events has persisted for decades, with whispers of questionable behavior by those hosting or attending. Where does Jay-Z fit into all of this? That's where things get even murkier.
Jay-Z got his whooped by his sister-in-law on camera. What's her name? Solange. You got it. The feds ain't step in and do nothing. The feds don't care about you getting your whooped.
Jay-Z's connection to Diddy goes back to the early 1990s, when both were rising stars in the music industry. They collaborated frequently, supported each other at key career moments, and were often seen together at high-profile events. But their friendship has also been marked by controversy. For example, Jay-Z's 1999 arrest for a violent altercation at the Kit Kat Club in New York, and Diddy's own legal troubles around the same time seem to underscore how the two were navigating not just fame, but the chaos that often came with it. Some have speculated that their bond was built not just on mutual respect, but on shared secrets, things they worked hard to keep hidden from the public eye.
I don't think they are scared of him. I think they more so, they don't want him to embarrass their reputation and things that they've been known for. You understand?
What's even more intriguing is how their careers seem to mirror each other during those turbulent years. Both men were not only dominating the music industry, but also expanding into business empires, from Diddy's ventures in fashion and spirits to Jay-Z's moves into tech sports management. Despite their successes, rumors of behind-the-scenes power struggles have followed them for decades, with insiders hinting at moments of tension over deals gone wrong and mutual distrust. Could their closely intertwined rise to fame have created a dynamic where they knew too much about each other's personal lives to ever truly part ways? It's a question that continues to fuel speculation about the true nature of their relationship. Fast forward to today, and Diddy is facing some of the most serious allegations of his career. He is currently awaiting trial on a host of federal charges, with additional civil lawsuits piling up by the week. These lawsuits paint a damning picture of Diddy's alleged behavior, and while Jay-Z is not directly implicated in the criminal cases, his name has come up in more than one civil filing. Most notably, one of Diddy's accusers has claimed that Jay-Z was present at an after-party where disturbing acts allegedly took place. Whether or not Jay-Z was involved remains to be seen, but the mere mention of his name has added fuel to the fire.
And we do have some breaking news that we want to bring to you. It was being reported by TMZ and now Fox News. We are learning that Jay-Z is accused of a 13-year-old girl. That is new in the Diddy lawsuit.
For Jay-Z, the timing couldn't be worse. With the paternity lawsuit still unresolved and his reputation already under scrutiny, these new allegations threaten to overshadow decades of carefully curated public image. And while he's denied any wrongdoing, his response to these claims has left some people scratching their heads. In a lengthy statement shared through his management company, Jay-Z dismissed the accusations as a blackmail attempt and a fraudulent attack on his character. He even challenged the accusers to pursue criminal charges rather than civil lawsuits, saying, "If these claims are true, then whoever is responsible should face real consequences." But for others, his defensive tone and refusal to directly address the specifics of the allegations only raise more questions.
This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was assaulted by both men.
Adding to the intrigue is the reemergence of one of the most mysterious figures in Jay-Z's orbit, Kathy White. For those unfamiliar, White was a publicist who reportedly had a close relationship with Jay-Z in the early 2010s. Rumors swirled that she and the rapper had been romantically involved, and some even speculated that she was carrying his child at the time of her passing. While no concrete evidence has ever surfaced to confirm these claims, her sudden passing at just 28 years old has remained a source of fascination for conspiracy theorists. Some have even alleged that her passing was not entirely natural, though again, no proof has ever been presented.
In a blistering statement, Jay-Z accuses Jane Doe's attorney of trying to blackmail him. He said further, quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away."
What makes the Kathy White story so compelling is the way it intersects with other narratives surrounding Jay-Z's life. For example, some have pointed to White's alleged connection to Beyonce, suggesting that her name may have inspired certain lyrics in Beyonce's music. Others have noted the timing of White's passing, which occurred not long before the birth of Jay-Z and Beyonce's first child. Could it all be coincidence? Sure, but in the world of celebrity gossip, coincidences are often seen as breadcrumbs leading to a larger, hidden truth.
Now, he, of course, is more than annoyed, would be an understatement.
Yeah.
He has a family and he has a lot to protect, including his brand. But to the extent that he's saying, hey, come after me criminally, that could be likely. Why do I say that? Because in New York, and what's alleged in this complaint is forcible compulsion. What that means in English is that it's saying that he held her down.
And then there's the matter of Tony Buzbee, the outspoken attorney behind many of the recent lawsuits involving both Jay-Z and Diddy. Known for his aggressive tactics and flair for the dramatic, Buzbee has become a polarizing figure in this unfolding saga. Jay-Z's team has accused him of orchestrating a smear campaign, even alleging that he's used intimidation tactics to pressure celebrities into settling out of court. Buzbee, for his part, has denied these claims, insisting that his focus is on seeking justice for his clients. In a recent statement, he said, "We're not going to be bullied or silenced, no matter how powerful the opposition may be." Perhaps what's most striking about this entire situation is how many unanswered questions remain. Why has Jay-Z, a man who has built an empire on his name and reputation, been so reluctant to put these rumors to rest? Could it be, as some have suggested, that he has more to lose than just his image? And what about his relationship with Diddy? Is it possible that their long-standing friendship has tied Jay-Z to a scandal that's much larger than he anticipated?
Respect to the evidentiary value, yes, it happened 24 years ago, right? More than 24 years ago. But in the allegations, there's a few things. Number one, there's allegation that another celebrity was present at the time, right, in addition to other people. Number two, there's the claim by the victim, right, that she left, that she went and she was seen by a gas attendant who saw her in.
As the lawsuits move forward and new details emerge, one thing is certain: the stakes couldn't be higher. For Jay-Z, this isn't just a matter of defending his name. It's about protecting a legacy that spans decades, one that includes not just his music career, but his ventures in business, philanthropy, and activism. And for the public, this story is a reminder of how even the most carefully crafted images can crumble under the weight of suspicion and scandal. As this saga continues to unfold, the questions only multiply. Why is Jay-Z so adamant about avoiding a paternity test if he's confident in his stance? And how deep do the allegations surrounding him and Diddy really go? The comments section is open, and the viewers are eager to hear your thoughts. Do you think Jay-Z should finally take the test and put an end to the speculation? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Share your opinions and let the discussion begin. Until next time, stay tuned for more celebrity gossip and intrigue. Goodbye for now.